Okay, then jumping straight into it because we have an absolute butt ton to go over for the next update, which I'll say right now, hopefully, is coming out tomorrow. Okay, and first is an image that Wish posted of himself in the Crystal Cavern making a joke about clearing out the place of Wiglets, which he has a 55,000 chain of Wiglets, dang, but also it shows off a completely new doodle, which people thought was just a reskin for Little Bulb's evolution line, but Wish also just came out saying that this wasn't the case, it's actually a new doodle. And then the next day, Wish posted to the Doodle World's Twitter, which reveals what this new doodle is. Its name is apparently Bionotic, which, let's be honest, I am saying it completely wrong, but is a water mine type which has two completely new traits that aren't in the game yet, which the first one is the normal one, which is called Nullify, which negates the traits of all other doodles in battle when it's out on the field, which I gotta say sounds great because there seems to be quite a few traits in this game so far that sound absolutely busted. And then the hidden trait is Mimic, which copies the opposing's doodle trait, which again sounds really good, and it's actually also going to be good for free-to-play hunters. Fortunately, it is a hidden trait, so trying to actually get this is going to be a pain, but if you don't have the magnifying game pass also and you're trying to hunt for the hidden traits in the wild, this is definitely going to be a lot easier, since this is the only way I'm pretty sure you're able to tell what they are. And unfortunately, we don't actually know what the stats of this thing are, other than it just being defensive, which, I mean, just with those two traits alone, I think it'll end up being pretty solid. Other than that, we also know that Snowbat's evolution line will be appearing in the Crystal Caverns update because Wish is actually asking artists for reskin designs, which, my gosh, there's a lot of really good submissions, like a lot of them. I'll show a couple of them on screen, but there's a lot of really good ones. I'll be happy with any of them, to be honest. And we also know that Male Zuri will be encounterable in the Crystal Caverns update after doing a small side quest. And today, Wish leaked a new reskin for Riffrat, which might just be one of my new favorite reskins, just because of how goofy it is. I mean, look at it. How can you not like it? That wasn't everything that got revealed today, though. The biggest thing that got revealed to come with the Crystal Caverns update is actually the tally counter key item is being changed. The reason why is because of the introduction with the chain counter icon being on your screen at all times. Kind of makes going into your bag to check out a key item completely irrelevant, so it's actually being changed to display what all of your odds are for everything, your misprint odds, what your reskin odds are, and so on. And personally, this is definitely the best thing that got teased, because trying to figure out what the odds are for chaining stuff is so confusing at times, trying to do it yourself. I'm not going to get into it, okay, but for a quick example, the misprint odds start at 1 in 4,000, which then becomes 1 in 2,000 with the game passes, and then with the Project Pokemon game passes become 1 in 1,800, then after completing the task for the specific evolution line become 1 in 900, then with the misprint boost on top of that it becomes 1 in 450, and then after that, every multiple of 10 you get on your chain increases the numerator from 1 in 450 to 2 in 450, and so on. All of this information is just for the misprints. If you want to try and figure out what the reskin odds are, it's completely different, which is then also different to how chaining hidden traits work, which is then also different again to how chaining stars is. If you tune into any of the streams I've done, you've probably seen me open up Paint just to try and figure out what my current odds are. It's confusing to say the least, but with this item, it is going to make it a lot easier to know exactly what your current odds are.